I didn't know what to expect when I decided to come to Correns, but it's tiny. There's not really anything around here. I feel like I have a lot to do, but at the same time I feel like I have nothing to do, and I want to use my time and this opportunity that I have right now of being here and not waste it. So today I am trying to catch myself whenever I'm wasting time, like scrolling on Instagram or social media in general. I can really feel how much it is impacting me at the moment. And it's really confusing because we live in a time where we have the privilege that we actually can be whatever we want to be. There's endless opportunities, especially with social media. You know, you don't need a degree for a lot of the things that in the past you needed a university degree for. And especially as someone who wants to work in a creative scene, you have endless possibilities, which is beautiful, but at the same time, sometimes it feels like, yes, you can be anything that you want to be, but at the same time, you can be anything that you want to be. It can be so overwhelming of, you know, what do I actually want to be? What is really what I want, and not what do I see other people doing and what do I see other people achieving, which then makes me feel like that those are the things that I want, or those are the things that I should want. So it's like really conflicting. I feel like I'm so stuck with creating at the moment. I almost feel like I want to be part of something bigger than just posting my 10-second reels. I think it's just that so much has changed, and my creative process is now catching up to where my life is at the moment. And maybe this is just a season of having it slower, you know, not pushing for growth, not pushing to be active that much. Maybe it's more about understanding which direction I want to go into now with this point that I'm at. It almost feels like a crossroad, and I can choose, but it's taking me a longer time to choose than I thought it would be. It's like my mind is split sometimes, and I know logically that it's okay, but then I feel overwhelmed. I actually got this book. It's called The Artist's Way. For anyone who doesn't know it, it is a 12-week course or program that you follow to unblock your creativity or unblock your inner artist. And I feel like right now that's exactly what I need. This is the beginning of week 1 of doing The Artist's Way. It feels like a big commitment to do this for 12 weeks, but at the same time I'm so done with feeling stuck and feeling like I want to create, but I just can't do the things that I want to do. So I think in the end, it's just getting to know yourself better, you know, and trying new things, which is what I need right now. I need freshness and I need a new perspective. I'm creating out of the love for the small things, out of the love of seeing the beauty in slowing down and taking everything in and being present. But doing that has made it harder for me to be present. And it's really conflicting in my mind. It's really conflicting in my creative process. It's like putting stones into my own way. I feel like in everyone's lives, there's phases of everything is going up and you're working a lot and you're doing a lot and a lot is happening. And then there's phases where life slows down. And creating, it's the same, and I think right now, for the past, 4 months probably, I've been in a very slow phase, and it feels like I should come out of it because I know what it feels like to be in that fast pace phase when I create every day, I film every day, I edit every day, I post every day. It all just flows really well. A lot of opportunities are coming in. It's almost like a drug, being in that state of being able to just flow and just go and do all of these things, and actually, everything that comes in, you're actually putting out. Whereas now I have so much coming in, but I'm not putting that much out. So it feels overwhelming because there's so many ideas in my head, and I'm just, I almost can't see which ones to pick anymore. Because I was feeling that way yesterday, I decided to go back through my notebook that I take with me everywhere. I have a couple of notebooks with me, but this one is the one that I take anywhere. Just because I kind of enjoy writing down my ideas and thoughts on paper more than on my phone. I feel like on my phone they always get lost. So today I kind of just felt like inspired to go back through it, and I found this one entry I made when I was in Cape Town, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it just resonated so much with how I still feel. So this is really just a brain dump. I haven't tried to rewrite this at all. I just found it like this, and it might not make that much sense, maybe it will, but I just wanted to share it with you guys. One of the hardest truths you'll have to learn is that you can't be everything you've ever wanted all at once. I see all of these different versions of who I am, and right now I crave being all of them at the same time. It's killing me. It's immobilizing me, making me feel stuck, unable to move forward, because there's 100 potential paths ahead. I'm stuck at a crossroad, waiting for someone to save me, to guide me, to hold my hand. Nothing feels right or authentic anymore. I question everything. Maybe I really need to lose myself before I can find myself again. But right now, every interaction feels fake, like a facade. I'm judging others constantly for being superficial and judgmental, which is kind of ironic, isn't it? I think it's because right now it feels easier to distract myself by focusing on other people so I don't have to face myself. Traveling alone for the past week has taken away that feeling of fake interactions because I'm not really having that many interactions. But I still really struggle with these versions of myself that I see and that I know I can be, or being on social media and consuming a lot is not really helping, it's making it worse. I reread this and then I finished the introduction of The Artist's Way, and she says something in there that really struck me, but it's so interesting, and I want to read it to you guys too. Art may seem to spring from pain, but perhaps that is because pain serves to focus our attention onto details. And if you really think about it, most of the great artists or most of the great works of art that a lot of people admire and that are timeless came from someone's pain. They came from initially a negative experience in life, a negative feeling, whatever happened to them, it came from pain. But that is because when you are in pain, all of the things that we think are important, that actually aren't that important, they fall away. All of these distractions fall away. Pain really gives you the ability to focus on what is really, really important. Using that then as inspiration to make art, that is what will give people a sense of familiarity when they look at your art. Because everyone experiences pain, no matter what kind of pain. How we experience life and pain is very unique to who we are and how we grew up and the circumstances that we're in. But it's still pain, and everyone in the end can recognize that feeling. And I also think that it is quite beautiful to think about something that we see as a negative emotion, to be able to give you clarity to then use to create something that will give other people hope. And I think that hope is one of the most fundamental, most important feelings that your work can give to other people. Because hope is what we all need and want. Especially when you're in pain, but also when you're not in pain. Like we always hope for something good. The ability to transform pain into hope and letting other people feel that through your work. I just feel like that is the most beautiful thing you can do as an artist. And that's what I want to do. And that's why I feel like I want freshness in what I'm doing, because there's so much more pain that I went through or that I'm going through, you know, that I want to share with people. But I don't want to share the pain itself just as it is, because there's no need for me to do that. Most of the things I've moved on from, you know, but there's still experiences that I can draw a lot of inspiration from, because in a moment they were so painful. And I want to do that, and I want to share more of that. And I think it just feels uncomfortable because the extent of sharing that I'm comfortable with is nothing compared to what I know I can share and what I know will actually connect to people. So it's all about, you know, once again, pushing yourself out of the comfort zone. Let's go get some bread for lunch. I saw that there's this like a boulangerie. It's like a bakery. And I haven't checked it out yet. So I thought, some fresh baked bread for lunch would be so nice. So I'm gonna have a quick walk. Everything here is so close anyway. It's probably like a 2-minute walk or something. It's like, that's some of the pros when you're in a tiny village. Okay, let's go. I just started it closes in like 20 minutes, but it's only a 4-minute walk. So we're lucky.
À l'entrée du village. Et la représentation, vous voyez, il y a un grand triangle. Oui, mais c'est bien parce que... Vous voyez, les maisons servaient de défense. Et il y a des meurtrières en dessous et des ouvertures plus grandes au-dessus. Oui.
Someone would see us right now. Okay, let's go.
The minimum to live and to have a place to live. Graduation. I think it's really hard to do it maybe.
It's hard to believe that I couldn't see you were always there beside me. That I was alone.
Oh my god.
But you were always there beside me. This feeling's like no other. I want you to know. I've never had someone can look like you do.
No, you do.
Oh my god. Wow, I actually feel really good now. You're getting me proud of yourself. We really should come here in summer. It would be so fun. Just like spend the entire afternoon. Yeah, like at the river. And stuff like that. We could picnic. We could like do things really easily. Nika et café.
Merci beaucoup.
Et petite question.
Because, like with the picture. Wow, that's so aesthetic. Perfect.
That's like the best part.
I don't know. Maybe we.
It's hot.
It's hot and also not cooked.
It's cream.
I don't know if we.
I don't know if it would cook more.
Yeah. Of.
I think it could cook a bit. I don't know. I don't know what the consistency is supposed to be.
It's like a mousse.
No, it's a good mousse.
Yeah.
I think taste-wise, I would rate it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
And consistency-wise, maybe like a 7. Because
Yeah.
I feel like it could be a bit more...
Sticky.
Yeah, like fudgy.
Yeah.
Maybe putting some like almond flour or something would be good. Just some flour, so it's like more sticky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So the only thing that's in there is 1 sweet potato, half a can of chickpeas,
Peanut butter.
Honey. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, half a tablespoon of honey, and chocolate. And like dark chocolate that we melted. Good morning. It's 6:20 in the morning right now, and I just made myself some breakfast. Clémence just left for her bus to go back home, and yeah, today I'm leaving France, going to get picked up to go to the airport at like 10. So I still have around 4 hours to pack all of my stuff, clean it up a bit, and get some work done. I feel very excited to go to Mallorca. I also feel a bit sad about leaving Correns, and I'm a bit sad that Clémence just left because it was so nice with her, and I feel like when you first meet someone, sometimes it can feel like it takes a bit to warm up, but with her it just felt so easy to talk to. I feel like it's very interesting to see how similar, lives can be, even though you've grown up so far away from each other, but you've experienced similar circumstances and so like-minded. It's just such a validating thing to talk to someone and them expressing what they've experienced and what they feel and what they've learned from it, and you just being able to fully resonate with it and understand. And yeah, I feel like it just makes building new friendships so much easier, and it already feels like you are starting off on this base level of connection. Like I had that with Alex too. I met him a month ago in Cape Town, and I just felt instantly that I just understood him and he just understood me, and now it feels like we've been friends for years. And I felt the same with Clémence, that it's just this understanding there. Sometimes it can feel hard and scary to make friends when you're older, and especially when you're not in school or uni anymore, where you're presented with people your age and there's almost no way around making friends because there's so many people that are your age that are doing the same thing that you do. Like when I was studying medicine, we had like 750 people in our year, so 750 potential friends, and then you get put into groups and there's parties and you meet people and you just like kind of get presented with these people and then you make friends. But now I feel like making friends is more up to me. Like it's me reaching out to people that I find interesting or inspiring or that I want to talk to, reaching out to them responding, then some of us kind of, organizing something that we can meet in person and connect in person, because that's how friendships are built. Especially with people that are like creating, it's sometimes a bit hard because they're just everywhere in the world, and to be in the same place at the same time, to be able to connect and meet up and live together and build a bond and a friendship is just a bit less likely. But it also means that you can be more selective with your friends. I'd rather have less people around me, but I want to have really close friends. And I want to build up a circle of people where there's just love between us and understanding and support. I feel like, especially when you live this lifestyle of always being somewhere new and creating and not really, having the safe path ahead. Like it's all about taking risks and being comfortable with that. Having people that understand that is really valuable. And that is one of the biggest qualities I need in friendships, as well as being able to just be completely honest with each other. Being able to set boundaries without that negatively affecting a friendship. And it's all things that I've just been learning in the past year, but I feel like I now understand how important it is to put the same effort, time, dedication into friendships as it is to put that into relationships for like really strong long-term friendships, and that's what I want. I'm gonna end this video here and then start a new one when I'm on my way to Mallorca. Yeah, Mallorca has been that one place that I felt so drawn to, so I can't wait. I'm gonna eat my breakfast now, but I will see you guys at the airport or in Mallorca.